Today we are going to use the sine rule on a right angle triangle to find the opposite side. Now before we begin, we need to learn to label the sides. Now first thing, we need to know that there is a right angle triangle. That's only when we can use the sine rule. So this is a right angle triangle looking at the 90 degrees in the corner. Sometimes they tend to write 90 degrees. It's same thing, either one will work. Now let's look at the labeling. Hypotenuse is always the longest side of the triangle, and it's always on the opposite side of the 90 degrees. The next one is the adjacent side, which is always next to the angle. The last one is the opposite side, which is right across the opposite of the angle. So that's labeling them. Now be mindful, sometimes the triangles are placed in a different way, but the labeling should always be the same. We got the angle here, and this is the 90 degrees. This will be the hypotenuse. Angle here right across is the opposite, and right next is the adjacent side. Right now we are using the either triangle or the formula to deal with the solution. Now we are going to do is use both the triangle one method and the formula method to find the opposite side. So just to remember, the labeling in the triangle is always clockwise, sine opposite hypotenuse. Now let's see, looking at the example, first thing we do is label them. This is the hypotenuse, that's your angle. Right across is the opposite side, which we are trying to find out, 90 degrees. Now using the triangle, now best thing to do is always write your triangle and then try to fill in the knowns and the unknown that you're trying to find. So I know the angle is 30, so we can write sine 30. We're looking for the opposite, and that's represented by the letter X. We have the hypotenuse, which is 10. Next thing, we also need to know that when we are trying to find anything on the top, right across the variables we multiply them. So across we are multiplying sine angle times hypotenuse. Just to show you this on the calculator, let's see how we will put this on a calculator. So we have sine. Now sine will, this is a graphics calculator. It's also common to have a scientific calculators will have all these functions. So sine angle of 30 times the length of 10 cm, and because the calculator is not set up, this is a good thing to remember. We always need to check if our calculator has been set up, so we'll quickly go and set up the calculator. It should always be in the degrees mode. We'll do that, and I'm going to redo the same thing and press sine 30 times 10 and the answer is 5. So we can say x is 5 and the unit is cm, so we'll write cm. Using the formula, if you can only remember, sine angle is opposite over hypotenuse. Substituting the values, sine 30 is equal to opposite over 10. Now if you remember this, opposite of divide is times, so I can do 10 sine 30 is my opposite. Now opposite in this case is not that, so we are just going to change the opposite here to the alphabet that we're trying to find, which is x. So now we can say x is equal to 5 cm. So either way, using either the triangle or the formula, your answers will be same. Use one of them and do practice. Thank you.